Hello, creatives. Welcome to Artist Star. This is Beth, and I am at the gallery today for the Zodiac series. This reading is for Cancer, whose correlating major arcana card is the Chariot. This is the artist card, here to represent you as the open vessel, ready to receive whatever source can pull from the well of infinite creativity. So Cancerians, this is a new spread. It is called the Creative Focus Spread. So we start off with the archetype cards and ask, where should I look to find my most essential energy at this time? Then we move to the second row with the Soul's Journey deck. How best should I nudge this energy awake? And then the third row, what about this energy needs to be explored in more depth? So then we follow up with the cards of truth and clarify even a little more so with the Lenormand cards. We'll follow everything up with a what else would source guide you, or how else would source guide you to stay in your creative power through this process. We're going to do that with the Starseed cards and with the Chin-Tung Creative Chinese fortune-telling sticks. So let's get started. And I first want to tell you that it is Aries season when this is coming out, and that we are all here visiting that Aries energy of that naturally sure-footed masculine ram with their ruling planet Mars, that no-nonsense fiery action, and it's all being driven by this far-sighted intuitive vision of a cardinal sign, which you are as well. Cardinal sign being for you, your energy and your planet is the moon. So that is your emotional. So it's going to be a very interesting month for you, Cancerians. And let's dive in. Let's see what this first row has for you in the archetype cards. You got the guide. Well, you are super intuitive. You are all about that moon energy and certainly can be completely in touch with your spirit and guides. So it says here for the light attributes, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attributes, placing financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Wow, yes, must be above board. I am a Cancer sun, and I can see where that is a very good thing to be reminded of, always. Of course, I take no money. These things are free. But I do love to impart my spiritual insight in the most beautiful way possible, I hope. So, all right, I'm paying attention. I hope you are too. So let's see. Let's talk about the being a guide. It is not an easy thing to do. You really need to look at things diplomatically. You have to, hopefully, I try to do this in the best way possible and to listen to what's truly coming through and not color it, because I know other spiritual people who are mediums and that sort of thing, and they can kind of get lost in details that they want to insert. So it is a balancing act, and as always with these readings, I should say it just because it's here and I'm thinking it, that, take what you will and make what you will of what the reading is, because it's definitely that is your job to do. I just bring it to the table. So let's move on to the cards of truth and see what we have here. So we have the Five of Spades in reverse. So normally if it's in the upright position, this is all about finding remedies and cures through trial and error. So it's learning to release and let go of what doesn't work for you and to take with you what does. Learning and gleaming all of the nuggets of what didn't work in order to find that that's going to suit you better. So where it's in reverse, this is saying that there's a little bit of trouble seeing that truth for what it is, seeing and accessing a situation for the betterment of your health, of your physicality, and little difficulty in meeting that challenge and conquering it. This is hard truths about self-discovery. So yeah, it is with the potential in the reverse position for having difficulty in transitioning for the betterment. So don't get too stuck in how you do things. Be open, listen, and hopefully it'll get easier. So this is the energy that you're in. How to listen and extract the truths. And I think everyone who realizes their intuition falls into this at one time or another. How do I know when it's spirit, my guides, talking to me? Me personally, all I can say is it's practice. So the more you do it, the more you figure it out, and the more trust that you can put in how you're receiving messages. It's practice. So let's see what the Lenormand card has. It's the Lady card, and I love that she's got the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades in the cards of truth is all about that spiritual awakening, that revelation. It's different for the Lenormand cards, but I can't help but associate what I'm seeing. So she is this charming woman with flowers in hand. As with the gentleman, her cards will command. The fortunes revealed, once the cards have been placed, unveil the fact that destiny waits. Unveils the fate that destiny traced. Interesting. So I'm caught up a little bit in this one because it is about listening to your intuition and having the message come through in the cards. So hopefully this is exactly what we'll be able to do here. So listening to your intuition, being able to share that in the best way possible. Maybe having a little trouble getting there from here. Maybe you're new to this intuition figuring out sort of thing. Lots of opportunity out there with just, say for instance, flipping over cards, trying to guess what card it is before you flip it, or asking for a parking space when you're getting to somewhere, just trusting that there'll be one, and asking for clues and waiting to receive them. And it's always in good measure. It is might not be what you want, but it is almost always what you need if you're willing to look at it from a diplomatic, different view. So, all right, let's move on to the next row and see how best should I nudge this energy awake. Soul's Journey card, empathy. Interesting card to get here, Cancer. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Yeah, now that speaks of judging a book by its cover, and you know you really can't. You understand that on some level, on an intellectual level, but it's very difficult to see something and not want to judge it. It is how we figure out what we want. It's us making decisions around how we encounter and sort through something. And in this case, it's your intuition, how you listen to your guides. So, trusting. And I think a good way to look at this empathy card is to see, yes, it from both sides of a situation, but we're talking about an inner battle here for you and me and everyone, and to how to see diplomatically by putting yourself in the opposing argument. So it being human to judge actions, yourselves, your own actions or someone else's. However, here you're being asked to consider what you see with empathy and compassion, even when it's within yourself. So don't be too hard on yourself. Take it with a grain of salt. The less you hang on to it, the quicker it is to come to you, which is a very difficult thing to do. So, but the more you do it, the easier it is. So have compassion and empathy around yourself and how you're looking at, how you're feeling, how you're judging your own abilities to channel and be either your own guide or a guide for others. Let's look at the cards of truth here. You got the 7 of Clubs. I'm starting to think this is a reading for me. I am a 7 of Clubs. This is a June 23rd daytime chart. So if it's before sunrise, you're actually the card before. So this, I was born after sunrise, so I am a 7 of Clubs. This is very interesting reading all of a sudden. I said I was paying attention. Well, I'm paying more attention now. Interesting. Okay, so it's a very spiritual card. It is all about your 7 days of the week, 7 chakras. I mean, you can just find 1,070 things out there. It's about tower moments. It is about quick, fast, intuitive realizations that come tumbling down around you, often through destruction of what you have at the moment and how you are left with picking up the pieces, either making something new out of them or just completely letting it go and coming into something totally different, almost like that butterfly out of the cocoon. 7s, all 7s in the cards of truth have this. So have this tower moment. So it's Saturn run. It is an air energy. So it's fast-paced. It's with challenges with thoughts and ideas because it is intellectual pursuits. It's learning how to self-validate. It's an intelligence of a depth of vision. It's about recognizing and seeing the process of elimination, mourning that loss, and then moving on from whatever is stressing you out, because you're always leaving something that is not serving you. It may have served you for a time, but now you've seen the truth in it, and it's time to leave that stressful thing, that anxiety thing, and that would victimize you or cause you to self-victimize. So, yeah, this is okay. Elimination, reevaluation, out with the old, in with the new, letting it go, sorting it through, keeping what you can, and yeah, it's a lot, but it's crisis management at its best. And a certain kind of an ability to succeed through a stick-to-itness. So you got to caution burnout, because there's a lot of energy that is surrounding the sevens, but it is really an opportunity to connect your ego and soul, and by time to let go and let source guide you. It's time to quiet the mind, rise above the matrix, and, yeah, for lack of a better way to put it, feel the force. Yep. So even though you get knocked down, you can see the golden nuggets, because it's all been removed, and you are left with this beautiful truth. Might not feel great at the time being, but it is always for your own betterment. I cannot stress that enough. All right, let's see what this is. The snake. It's in reverse, so I hope that's more of a good thing, because the snake is not a good card. The vial is the serpent who lulls with a bite. Wait, yeah. All right, is that lull? Yep, lulls with a bite. Be not indulgent or slow to the fight. Flee every moment. She turns on the charm. This posed opponent will bring you to harm. But it's in reverse, and we're talking about ourselves here. So we're already being reminded to just chill. Let it happen. Practice. Don't get mad at yourself. Don't let obstacles and stinking thinking keep you from experimenting with a light heart. Not an easy thing to do, but that is what it takes. Grain of salt. Every day, every morning, or as often as you can, just play with it and test it and see what works for you. Get yourself a pendulum and just be able to ask it a question and have it, show you an answer. This is me doing this, but when you're not, it's just like, well, let's just try it out here, Cancers. Is this a good time to give Cancer this message with these cards? Can you show me a yes or show me a no? So that is my yes. And you have to ask your pendulum this before you, when you get one. And you can use anything. You can use a ring that's precious to you. It should mean something to you. And then you ask a question of, show me a yes. And then you can also ask the question, show me a no. And you can ask me an indecision. Mine's a circle. So just one of many. Okay, on that note, let's move on to the third row. What about this energy needs to be explored in depth? Flash, whoops, flash right out of the hand here. A creative flash of inspiration will come to you and quickly give you the perfect solution. I like that. Ooh, look at the hummingbird. That is so pretty. Creative flash of inspiration will come to you and quickly give you the perfect solution. All right, let's get ready for that. Let's see what the cards of truth have. Ooh, nice, 2 of diamonds. So we can connect willingly to something really beautiful that we are going to find a lot of value in. I love it. Okay, moon energy, Cancer, beautiful. High priestess, beautiful. Connection, willingly. It is the reflection of the self because it reflects the sun, the moon. And that is you, your inner emotional, beautiful self, like a hummingbird. Yes, a flash of inspiration. This could not be a better card for us here. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have that opportunity to connect to something of value in a flash of inspiration. And we have the garden card in reverse. So this is you. This is your time, not the time of your peers, your peeps, or the garden is a card where you feel most comfortable. It is you in your element, you in your best position to come forth on. It's very comforting, it's very quieting. It is you in your ultimate comfortable level. So it's upside down. So it's just saying you need to get out of your comfort zone a little more. And I will take that to heart. This is a reading that really is speaking to me, and I hope it is to all of you Cancerians out there. This is really a little bizarre, actually. So anyway, I'm going to move on to the fourth one. And how else will Source guide me to stay in my creative power? Let's find out. Doing this a little bit differently. I'm fanning, and then I am just feeling. This is how I do my own tarot readings. When I've asked a question for myself, I do this, and I can feel it with the fingers underneath, and I just allow that to go from hand to hand. So let's see. That one right there. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. I love this. All right. Let me know if you are connecting to this reading as much as I am. I am finding so much beauty here. It's just beautiful. All right. Ascension. Through practice. All right, let's find out what these controversial Chinese fortune sticks have to tell us. Come on, Chin Tung. It is the one that sticks out the furthest is the one for you. Well, I am going to take this one. Expect to lose something of value. Interesting. But I am also going to take this one because, I mean, it's just begging to come out of this hole over here. A pleasant surprise awaits you. I think I'm going to go with that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Expect to lose something of value, right? It will be replaced with something of more value, and a pleasant surprise awaits you right here. A flash of inspiration. I love it. Well, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. And thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. And as always, happy creating.